Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're well. Thank you for joining me once again. You know, the last week or two we had this business with the Chagos Islands giving sovereignty to Mauritius, a friend of China, and we saw that Nigel Farage turned up and said, hang on a minute, you can't do that. We haven't spoken about it within Parliament, it needs debating and all the rest of it. Right, okay. But the very fact this has happened opened up the possibility of, well, what about the Falklands? What about Gibraltar? What about Ulster? And all this was in the news. Now, if we just concentrate on Gibraltar for the purpose of this video, Starmer, at the moment, is determined that he wants a great reset of relations with the EU. And there's been pictures of him cozying up to you-know-who with that regard. And those of us that look at this situation all the time realise that we never left the EU totally. They were never going to let us have it. The result was a shock. So even though we've left to an extent, we're still paying millions of pounds to various agencies that we belong to, and we're probably more tied than we're led to believe. But this reset, one of the major bones of contention is the free movement of people between different EU states. Now, at the moment, there's talk about what's going on between Gibraltar and Spain. You know, they want an arrangement whereby there is no effective border between Gibraltar and Spain. So then it becomes part of an area you can just come and go as you please, basically, obviously with certain exceptions. But one of the things that the Spanish are demanding is that Spanish law enforcement police the thing. So anything coming in and out of Gibraltar, in and out of the ports and in and out of the airport, Spanish police were on site to enforce that. You know, why are you here? Where are you going? That sort of thing. And they've made the threat that if they don't get their own way, then a very hard border would be placed in between Spain and Gibraltar, which would mean that people who want to go into Spain, and this would affect people with property, I suppose, could only stay there for 90 days in every 180. I've got a couple of customers that do similar anyway, but for people who have made their homes there and, you know, people that have got long-term arrangements there, I can see it being a pain in the arse. But, you know, it's a threat. There are other things as well in the pipeline that they're talking about to try and make life difficult for travellers going into EU countries, and I'll come to that in another video. Something I heard from a port police officer the other day, and I've seen it backed up in the news too. So I wonder, would Starmer give in, or would he dig his heels in? You let me know in the comments. Anyway, thank you very much. Hit the like button. As always, subscribe to the channel, share me on your socials, and I look forward to talking to you again soon. Toodaloo.